Little digression today away from kind of like strategies and things that I'm doing at the moment. It's about getting stuff done, and I want to thank Maria Watson actually for bringing this back to my attention. So in 2015 I was in a mastermind group, an international mastermind group, and one of the things that came up on that, they had a speaker, and it may have been one of the authors, it may have been someone else. I think someone else, a guy called Todd, does this one. I can't remember his second name, but it's called the 12-week year. And the concept of the 12-week year is that when they look at organizations or people who get stuff done, what they notice is that Christmas is a massive deadline. Christmas and the New Year is a massive deadline in people's lives. And so the 3 months leading to Christmas, people get more done in those 3 months because of that deadline than they do at any other time of the year. It's the most productive time for many organizations. And the authors were kind of going, well, why is this? What is it about? And they recognize that this idea of running a 3-month or 12-month program is a very successful way. If you break it down into pieces, it's a very successful way of getting major projects done. And a lot of people have taken this up now, and certainly in coaching circles I'm in, we often talk about 90-day cycles. So it has become quite a thing. Now in 2015, I looked at this book at the time. I'm hoping you can read the title of this book, because to me, it was probably back to front for you, but it's called The 12-Week Year. So as I said, it breaks the year down now into 4 cycles. So you get things done over the year 4 times, and you can get a lot done if you work in 90-day segments. And the reason I bring it up now is because when I looked at this book in 2015, I tried to use it with the group, and it was a total failure. I had such a terrible journey with it. And what was happening for me at the time, I noticed, is that I was setting a goal, a 90-day goal, and it challenges you to set a big, strong 90-day, we're going to take over the world, in 90 days sort of thing. And then it gets you to break that goal down into chunks over the next 3 months. And what I found was it was almost impossible to hold myself to task, because the goal was so unbelievable and so difficult to contain in my own head and my own kind of sense of what was possible, that I started to fall behind in the process. And I think that is it really. It's like I was not in the best of places in 2015 for various reasons. I was in the struggle in terms of what I did, and had a lot of self-doubt and those sort of things. And I think that is the crux of it. If you've not got a clear sense of what you're trying to achieve in those 90 days, no matter how much planning and penalties or rewards you give yourself, getting it done will be almost impossible. So I just wanted to thank Maria Watson for bringing this book back to my attention, because there's a large chunk in this book about setting vision and about establishing what your vision is. And I didn't even remember it existed in the book at the time, having read it. And now I've just gone back and read it and thought, hang on a minute, now this actually resonates with me, because at the time it didn't. So there's several things here that's coming out. One is my own personal journey. I'm going to start looking at this 12-week year book again and start readdressing some of the things that I want to get done. But it's also back to this point that people are not ready for things until they're ready for it. And no matter how much hard I worked trying to do the 12-week year in 2015, it didn't work for me. It was actually a rod to beat myself with. And I think that's something that we've got to be careful with when we're looking at kind of certainly growth type products or things that will change people's lives. People sometimes are not ready to have their life changed. They're not ready for this process, and they can't even see it if you show it to them. So I thought it was a really interesting journey for me today to see that and rediscover that now I'm actually ready to look at this stuff and actually explore it properly. Anyway, I just thought I'd pass it out today. It was a nice revelation to discover today. So if you've got strategy stuff that you want to go, if you're ready to start looking at bits and pieces, don't forget I'm here and would love to talk to you. Anyway, all the best. Have a wonderful Monday, and I shall talk to you tomorrow.